Okay, we are with Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft. Satya, welcome to Latin America. Welcome to Colombia again. And congratulations for your 10 years as Microsoft CEO.
No, thank you so much. It's fantastic to be back in Colombia.
We also observe how your investments have multiplied, especially in AI. When did you decide it was time to double down and put all your efforts into it?
Yeah, I mean, look, in tech, you always are looking for what's the next big platform shift. We've been working on AI for many years. In fact, some of the early ResNet work was done in Microsoft. And to me, what in 2019 or so, 2018 or so, when I started to see that you could take natural language and apply scaling laws to it, is when I think our conviction grew. And of course, when we started to see products like GitHub Copilot that we could build, that's when we doubled down. And so it's exciting to be here in 2024 leading this wave. But ultimately to me, although it's about technology for technology's sake, it was exciting to be here in Colombia and see how even customers and partners are building their own technology using all this technology. That ability to have real world impact is what grounds us.
There are new AI models almost every single week. So how are you using AI in your daily life?
Sure. For me, look, in fact, I would say even in the last week now, one of the most new daily habits I have is Outlook priority. Right now, every morning when I get up at 5:30, I automatically go to this AI-generated labels of important mails. It's unbelievable. It's like something very smart has completely labeled all your emails. That's become my daily habit. Teams meeting recaps, right? So when I think about it, everybody complains about meetings, but the real thing that should be complained about is nobody prepares for meetings, nobody pays attention in meetings, nobody remembers what happened in meetings. But now meetings are an entry into the enterprise knowledge base. I can go back and reference how did that design decision get made, and you can absolutely get it back in real time, right? And of course, the new feature we just launched, which is Pages, which is you can search the web, you can search your internal databases and generate these new artifacts called Pages and collaborate with people. I always describe it as I think with AI, work with humans. And I think this new design system in Microsoft 365 Copilot is very, very powerful.
So you're visiting us. What are you seeing in Latin America, and how can we take advantage of this AI wave?
It's unbelievable. I talked about, for example, GitHub Copilot as the product that was exciting for us. I met Banco Colombia just this morning. They have 2,000 software developers all using GitHub Copilot. And in fact, they have high ambition to even go to the next level of creating their own agent. I met, an appliance company that's built an agent called Wilson for their field service. I met a judge who is using Copilot for really documenting all of the artifacts around sentencing and evidence. This project Guacamaya that is applying AI for conservation. And all of these things are pretty high ambition. I had another company called Sura that's trying to bring better representation of Latin American medical records so that you can have personalized medicine that accounts for Latin American, genomic data, medical imaging data, EHR data. So these are fantastic examples of high ambition work that is being done in real time as these new models and new innovations are coming.
What are the main challenges in integrating artificial intelligence into people's lives, as well as in business and government operations?
I think that one of the fundamental challenges is going to be about us rethinking process and workflow, right? Because ultimately, we are accustomed to doing work in one way. AI now helps us reimagine that workflow and work artifact. Just like back in the day, remember pre-PC, I even shuddered to think, how did we do something like a forecast, right? Faxes went around and inter-office memos got written and what have you. And then suddenly you sent an Excel spreadsheet, an email, and a forecast got done. So that process reimagination with new tools like Copilot, I think is what's going to be the driver of productivity. And by the way, you see this in most conclusive evidence already in software development, right? In software development, GitHub Copilot went from being non-existent to becoming standard issue for every software development team. within maybe a period of a year. And now software projects are completely going to be transformed because of that.
In such a rapidly changing environment, how are you leading your team?
Look, at the end of the day, leadership is such a privilege that it ultimately comes down to leaders having the ability to first, in uncertain times, in fast-changing times, in ambiguous times, to bring clarity, right? I mean, that's kind of no leader succeeds by sort of creating confusion, but they have to bring clarity. Leaders also create energy. It's not just about one team. It's about the entirety of the folks who need to come together to achieve something big inside the company, outside the company. You generate energy. And lastly, leaders also have the ability to create solutions even in over-constrained situations by figuring out what to unconstrain. So these three attributes are the bar that I hold for myself and all leaders inside of Microsoft. Can you drive clarity, generate energy, and ultimately deliver success?
Let's talk about OpenAI. What are you seeing in OpenAI's developments? And what is the future of your partnership with them? And what is your opinion, for example, of their new integrations with Apple?
Yeah, first of all, we are very, very thrilled to be partnered with OpenAI. Effectively, we were the first ones to sponsor them, and they were really, more of a research institution, and the progress they've made is stunning. I think Sam and team have been extraordinary in their ability to pick right when it comes to research agenda and generating even unbelievable products and what have you, like ChatGPT. And so therefore, we are thrilled to be partnered. We are excited to see even O1 release as part of Azure AI, and we're using it everywhere. In fact, I just showed even how it's been integrated into GitHub. And we're thrilled about Apple and their partnership with Apple, because ultimately for us, OpenAI runs on our cloud in Azure, and in more customers OpenAI has. It's all a great way for us to continue to partner with OpenAI and drive their success and their partnerships.
Some regulators have been concerned in this AI race with things as your investments and, for example, the hiring of talent from inflection. Are you confident on this?
So we, had lots of AI talent before we partnered with OpenAI, and we now have a lot of AI talent internally at Microsoft, including folks like Mustafa, who came from Inflection, and others who have been building models like Phi inside the company and what have you. And so therefore, we'll continue to partner with OpenAI. We'll continue to build on top of their model. Phi, for example, is essentially a model that uses OpenAI to build SLMs. We love that. We are also going to build whatever is needed in order to build great products. Ultimately, I think great infrastructure and great products is where a lot of the value in this AI generation gets created, and that's what we plan to do.
Almost 10 years ago, you were working on your AI principles. Beyond generative AI, what can we expect in the next 10 years with AI?
I think that if you brought up AI principles, I think it's important for us to ensure that there's trust around AI. In fact, we are very excited about sort of this broad initiative around trustworthy AI, which starts with even our commitment to secure future initiative and security, privacy commitments that we have made, and then, of course, AI safety, and even some of the features we launched this week, right? It's not just the commitments, but it's about continually increasing our capabilities that ladder up to these commitments, right? The new confidential computing VMs in Azure are all about making sure that there's privacy. The new correctness features in AI safety in Azure AI are all about ensuring that we can have more trustworthiness, because after all, AI models do have hallucinations. How can we use AI to correct AI? That's sort of a new mechanism that we are excited that works across all models. So I think this combination of commitments and capabilities that we continuously build around a framework of trustworthy AI is what we intend to do.
Satya, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure.